good afternoon. Welcome to the Armour. Welcome to All Time Sports Network. Welcome to the instant match reaction to Wolves 0, Arsenal 2. Hope everyone is doing well. But yeah, who needs Ovaltine when you just need to watch that game? That's all I'm going to say. It was a severe ball fest. There's nothing more to say about it. That was dull, very, very dull. It was not entertaining. Yeah. I wanted a performance tonight. We didn't get the performance that I wanted. We got the 3 points, so I'll always be happy with that. But that was not the performance I needed. Pick up to AFC always saying it was an awful game. It was an awful game. Big up to you saying Raya, White and Rice were excellent tonight. We were discussing it on the watch log, and we were struggling to be honest with who we thought were good. Raya did everything he needed to do. Didn't put a foot wrong, in my opinion. Had one slice clearance, that was it. But to be fair, the ball back from Martinelli was extremely powerful. That's not easy for any goalkeeper to deal with. Rice did all right, and White was all right and did his job. But yeah, there were some players that just were not great today, if I'm honest. Alternative team did lose 2-0, as I predicted in reverse. 2 goals, clean sheet, 3 points onto Chelsea. That is the important thing. We need to improve for Chelsea, because if we play like that against Chelsea, this Chelsea turn up against the big teams. They don't turn up against the Burnley, the Sheffield United, the Palace, Fulham, that kind of. They don't turn up for those. They turn up for the big boys. They lost 1-0 to Man City today. Big up to a ghost in the house saying Russo. Arsenal women will be playing tomorrow, but yeah. It's painful. That was a painful game. Right, let's quickly go through the stats. We'll try and wrap this up as quick as possible so we can all enjoy the fact that we're all sleepy after that game. Right, ball possession, 46 for Wolves, 54 for Arsenal. Oh, Jesus. 5 shots for Wolves, 3 on target. 24 shots for Arsenal, 9 on target. 1 corner for Wolves, 2 for the Arsenal. XG was 0.14 for Wolves and 1.21 for Arsenal. We did deserve the 3 points. There wasn't any major threat from Wolves, but it still wasn't the big performance that I needed after the 2 recent performances that we've had against Bayern Munich and Villa. I needed us to come out all guns blazing today and tear apart Wolves, and we didn't do that. So that was a slightly disappointing. Passing actually, obviously something that I always look at, is 82% for Wolves, 87% for Arsenal. So it's good enough. But yeah, it just wasn't great, let's be honest. Right, let's look at the starting lineup that we had. Obviously, we found out not long before the game kicked off that Tomiyasu did pick up a knock on Wednesday night against Bayern. So was not going to play, despite what Arteta said in his press conference, that everyone is okay. So this was the starting line. Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, the best defence that we've got available. Rice, Havertz back on the left centre midfield, doesn't work. We need to stop doing it. Odegaard, Saka, Trossard on the left, Jesus up front. Jesus was just so woeful today. Really frustrated the heck out of me. Really did. So yeah, there's nothing really positive to say. Look, we'll talk about the goals. Trossard's goal, let's be honest, wasn't the cleanest hit. It was lucky that it even went in, if I'm honest. Odegaard, his goal was actually quite decent, to be fair. The angle that he got it in from was very decent. So yeah, the 2 goals were okay. Let's quickly get into the match ratings then, shall we? Let's have a look. Let's bring up that screen for me so I can go through the ratings. So Raya, for me, he didn't do anything wrong. Collected the ball when he needed to. So for me, I'm probably going to give him an 8, just because he did nothing wrong and the things that he was asked to do, he did. Temi, I've seen your ratings of Stardom, so we'll come back to those in a bit. White did everything he needed to do as well. So again, I'm going to mark him down for the shot. So 7. Saliba, oh crikey, had quite a few moments today, didn't he? I'm going to have to put him as a 6. Gabriel, better than Saliba as always, it seems to be at the moment. Did nothing wrong, didn't do anything fantastic though. So he gets a 7. Kivior, can't put him down as a 6, so 7. Odegaard got the goal, I suppose. Didn't do much else though. He gets an 8 because he got the goal. Declan did everything he needed to do. Didn't lose possession. Jord attempted some good passing. So he's going to get an 8. Havertz, again, didn't do anything really wrong. Made a couple of wrong choices when it comes to the final third. So I'm going to give him a 7. Saka, he didn't start playing until the 91st minute, I'll be honest. So he's going to get a 7. And that's only because he did something at the 91st minute. Jesus, oh God. 5. I'm struggling to see what his game is about now. If he doesn't score goals, which he has put on record saying, I'm not a goal scorer, I don't know what else he does. Trossard gets a 7. Yes, he got a goal, but he wasn't great today. So, yeah, he gets a 7 for me. I love the fact that we're getting ratings to players that aren't even playing now, which is fantastic. Right, so Martinelli came on for Trossard. He gets a 7 because he showed a little bit when he came on, so he gets a 7. And Partey came on in the 80th minute. I feel like it's hard to rate him, to be honest. I can't put him in the same category as Saliba, so he's going to get a 7 just because he didn't do anything wrong. But that was all our substitutions that we made. And then Arteta, he's going to get marked as 7 because he needs to take the restraints off our players. Sometimes we need to be able to be free and do what some of our players are capable of doing. I feel like they're too restrained. Like Saka just doesn't seem to want to take anybody on. Odegaard and a lot of these players, I'm not just picking on Odegaard specifically, but Odegaard I noticed a lot today, had the chance to go forward, take on a player, and he goes backwards. Now that feels like it's an instruction instead of just do what you're good at, be a footballer and take on someone. You know, he could have taken on Traore in the second half, decided to turn back, and then lost possession in the end. So yeah, it's 7 for me, for Arteta because of that. He just needs to take the restraints off. We need to see way better against Chelsea on Tuesday night, because we play like that, we're going to get beaten. And we, like I've said, we have to win every single game now. If we stand any chance, we have to win every single game, no slip-ups at all now. And at the moment, I don't see it happening, but we'll see what happens on Chelsea. That's where I need to see a performance. We obviously need to see a performance next Sunday as well against Tottenham. All right, so Temi has given me his ratings. He's given me a ratings for Raya of 6, White 7, Galiba get a 6. I'll be interested to see. Temi, did you think Saliba was just as good as Gabriel? Did you think they were slightly different? Because I felt Saliba today was. I did think you'd actually separate him today, because I thought Saliba definitely made some errors today. But yeah, I'm wondering if you would have given Gabriel a 7 and maybe Saliba a 6, only because I did think there was, again, there was a difference between the two. Kivior gets a 6, Rice gets a 7, Havertz gets a 5, Odegaard gets a 7, Saka gets a 6, Trossard gets an 8, Jesus gets a 6, Arteta gets a 7, Subs gets a 6. That's fair enough, but to be fair. And Eddie Sanogo gets a 9 for not playing. Yes, that is a positive I'm going to take from today's game, is I didn't have to see Eddie. But yeah, look, we can't play like that on Tuesday night. We need to be more clinical. We need to be a bit more oomph. And we just seem to be lacking that spark at the moment. You know, from everything we've heard from Arteta since the Bayern Munich game, you'd think that these players were up for it. That on the pitch today, they don't look up for it. They look ready to go to Bognor and go on their holidays. But yeah, it's just awful, if I'm honest. We deserve to win. We were the better team. You know, Wolves, with all their injuries and stuff, they were going to struggle today, and they did. But yeah, it is what it is. We got the 3 points. That's the main thing. We've got a clean sheet. That's also a bonus. Everyone knows how much I love clean sheet. But we need to move on and see what happens Tuesday. We need to play a lot better than that for certain. But yeah, but it finished Wolves 0, Arsenal 2. So we've got 3 points. We're top of the league, amazingly. But Man City play, I think Cole's saying, Brighton on Thursday. So we've technically got a game over them at the moment. So we could be 4 points clear if we beat Chelsea on Tuesday. So there's a positive. But yeah, it is what it is. But guys, that's it. Thank you ever so much for tuning into the watch along. Thank you for tuning in for all 3 streams today. It's been a heck of a fun day. That game wasn't. You don't need Ovaltine at all after that. Watching that game, you'd be ready for bed already. I'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock for Rangers versus Hearts for the second semi-final of the Scottish Cup. And then I'll be back Monday night, probably Monday night, for the Chelsea preview. And then obviously the watch along on Tuesday night. But that is me done. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, wherever you are in the world. Take care. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.